Hello students, in a previous video I just discussed about this poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum written by Stephen Spender. In my previous video I just discussed about the summary of the poem and I told you that I will give question answer with some meanings in this video. So today I am going to tell you something again about this poem and then we will discuss about the question answers. Okay, so in this poem we already studied about children of an elementary slum school which look pathetic and miserable. Now, they have pale faces. Their disorderly hairs look like rootless weeds. So students, in this poem you must have seen in my previous video also that the children in the slum, they used to have stunted figures with twisted bones inheriting diseases of their parents. They actually belong to the dirty world of cramped holes. The map of the world on the wall symbolizes the world of the powerful, rich and important people. The gap between the two worlds can be erased if these children are removed from their dirty surroundings and made to enjoy fresh air and have physical as well as mental development. So in this poem, finally, we have studied that they are lying shut like catacombs, which means actually underground graves, where these obstacles should be broken now. Everything that binds them should be broken. They must be allowed to breathe in the open. They must be allowed to come out of their narrow lanes and dirty slums of the town. So here finally, the outcome is that the education is the most important part of their life which they should get. So okay, now we will discuss about few extract based question answers and then we will come to the short answer type questions and then long answer type questions. Okay, so now let's begin with the question answers. Now this is our first extract. Far, far from gusty waves, these children faces, like rootless weeds, the hair torn around their pallor, the tall girl with her wig down head, the paper-seeming boy with rat's eyes. So first, we will have the meanings and then the questions related to this stanza. So here, the first word is gusty, which means a rush of wind, which means full of energy. Weeds, unwanted plants. Pallor, unhealthy or pale appearance. Stunted, it means underdeveloped. Okay, so now related to this stanza, where do you think are these children sitting? How do the faces and hair of these children look? Why is the head of the tall girl weighed down? What do you understand by the paper-seeming boy with rat's eyes? So now, the answers are as following. Here in the first answer, you can see as it is asked that where the children are sitting. So in the first answer, the children are sitting in the classroom in a slum which is far, far away from the winds or waves blowing strongly. And here in the last question, you can see that the boy is exceptionally thin, weak and hungry. So like this students, other stanzas are also given over here. So read the stanzas properly and then continue with the questions which are asked in this video. Here again some questions based on second stanza. Who is the lucky hire and what will he inherit? Second question, what is the stunted boy reciting? Third question, who is sitting at the back of the dim class? And the fourth question, his eyes live in a dream. What dream does he have? So here you can see, as asked in the third question, let's take third question first. A sweet young boy sits at back of this dim class. He sits there unnoticed. And what that small child was doing at that time, as I have already told you in my summary and again in the central idea also, that boy was thinking about a squirrel game. The squirrel which was sitting on a tree and was playing. So he was also admiring to that squirrel and was thinking about that squirrel. Now in third stanza, as you can see, few typical words are given over here. That is Nal, Tyrole's Valley, Capes and Wicked. So here students, the meaning of these words are like Nal, which means rough or having a weather-beaten appearance. Tyrole's Valley, which means a beautiful valley in the Australian mountains. Capes, tip of the sea. And finally last one is Wicked, which means mischievous or tricky. Now question answers. What is the color of the classroom walls? What does this color suggest? The next question. What do these classroom walls have? Which two words does the poet hint at? How is the contrast between the two worlds presented? And the last question, which is divided into two parts and based on these two phrases, like open-handed map, and the second one is avoiding the world its world. Here everything is depended or related to the classroom right now, where the answers are as following. The color of the classroom wall is sour cream or off-white. Second answer, building with domes. These are actually the words which I am using from the answers right now. Okay, so here you will go through all these answers and then you will try to learn them. Here, the first part of the D question is important for you students, because here you can see the answer where it is written open-handed map suggests the map of the world drawn at will by powerful people, dictators like Hitler. So here it has been given about those people who are ruling this world right now, this country right now, and they are just doing their dictatorship. They are not planning, that means things according to the new generation, where these children are lagging behind from many facilities and are just, their lives are getting ruined. They are not getting proper education, they are not getting nourishment, they are malnutrited, they are not getting proper place to live, their areas are poor, that means the conditions are really very poor. Now here the fifth stanza speaks about William Shakespeare, the map of the world, and many things where children are lagging behind, where they are asked to steal. Here you can see at the last in the stanza where it has been given from fog to endless night. So that means their future is in darkness right now. They are not getting the facilities which they actually need. Okay, so the first question here is, who are them referred to in the first line? Second question, what tempts them? Third question, what does the poet say about their lives? And the fourth one is, explain from fog to endless night. So the answers are as following. Here them refers to the children studying in a slum school. So finally, now again we are watching this, that again it has been spoken about these slum children, those who are dying, those who are lagging behind, and they're not getting proper things what they actually need. Okay, now The fourth question is also given over here. Their future is foggy and uncertain. So the last question which I told you right now, it has been discussed about their death. That means they have taken birth over there in that area, and after spending their life, that means again they have to die in the same place. That means no progress in their life. They're not getting the chance to come up. So these were the extracts of your poem and the questions based on them. Now we are going to start with the short answers now. I have given 5 questions for you which you can read, you can go through them and you can learn them. Okay. So students, go through these question answers and then we will discuss about all our doubts in our Zoom class, which is going to be started from Thursday. So till then, whatever the chapters, the topics which we have completed up till now, go through them once again, try to revise them once again, and then we will have all type of doubts, that means in that session, and then we will continue with the other chapters of your syllabus after that. Okay, still then, try to find more question answers with the help of the internet or with the help of the books which you are having right now, and then try to write the answers and try to learn them, and then continue with your studies. Okay students, so we will meet in the next video now, and again I am reminding that from Thursday we are going to have a Zoom class, so get connected with the link and with the group. Thank you so much.